So my research, which is co-supervised by Niall Seary from Science and Engineering and Ray Lynch from Education and Health Sciences, is mainly a work that stems from original work done in the Technology Education Research Group. And the original piece of work that was done in that group was by Dr. Dermot Lane, who did his PhD in graphical education, and specifically looking at how graphics aided in supporting cognition in general. So that's kind of where my research fitted in just after that, and what I'm particularly interested in is looking at how individuals exhibit different cognitive patterns as they engage in educational tasks. So what type of behaviour are they engaging with during an educational task or activity, and does that align with the intent of the task? So we obviously design tasks in education for certain purposes and to develop certain things. The primary methodological approach in my research is actually using non-invasive EEG technology to monitor cognitive function during problem-solving episodes. So we actually have a tool now that we can use to basically look inside someone's head and see what's actually going on. And that's primarily what I'm focused on in terms of my main PhD. So I suppose the most obvious people that benefit from my research are generally just educators, so particularly within second level. So some of my earlier work looked at whether educational tasks are fit for purpose, and we found there's a great deal of evidence to say that they're not. There's actually a misalignment between their intent and the actual activity exhibited during the problem-solving episodes, we'll say. And where I think this will benefit is in a science of task design or instructional design for educators, in both the general education and within possibly discipline-specific fields as well, so maybe industry and things like that, where you're looking at training for core competencies. So I teach within the Department of Design and Manufacturing Technology, and the income I receive from teaching there allows me to contribute to my own fees. But I've also received a lot of support from the department itself in terms of contributing towards the funding of research equipment for my studies, and also in terms of supporting me travelling to international conferences, particularly in the United States, where I've got to disseminate my work to an international audience. Most accomplished research achievement, I was awarded the 2013 Oppenheimer Award by the Engineering Design Graphics Division of the ACE, and that award is for the best professionalism in an oral presentation at their annual mid-year conference. And the reason it was the most accomplished for me is I was presenting alongside world leading academics, and the best research paper was titled Investigating Student-Teachers' Approach to Solving Applied Analytical Graphical Problems, and I published that in the ASE annual conference in San Antonio in 2012. And the reason that was my best research paper is I was awarded the 2012 EDGD Engineering Design Graphics Division Chairs Award for the best research paper that year. And that was since republished as a journal paper last year in the Engineering Design Graphics Journal. So I think the future of my research is mainly is to delve deeper into the idea of looking at how people think during purposely designed educational interventions. So what is the style of thinking they're engaging with, and does that align with what we're trying to develop in them? And obviously now I have this piece of kit and a method to go with it that we can actually effectively look inside someone's head and see what's actually going on. So I see the potential for that being obviously informing a science of task design for second level education, but also for third level education, and possibly then, you know, industry specific training maybe, and that into the future once the research is allowed to evolve a little bit more.